Welcome, guys, to our development tutorial series. All right, so I'm taking you in HTML, fundamentals of HTML. All right, so what you need to know and how you can create a web page, something that's very interesting, something cool. All right, so last time I showed you this beautiful diagram that I created. Wow. All right, so for the diagram that I made here, so we looked at HTML and we considered how you need to input the opening tag and the closing tag and how you can wrap these tags together. All right, so how you can nest them, so to say. So today I'm going to be showing you something that's very interesting. I'm going to be showing you how you can put a list on your HTML page, how you can create the table, and finally how you can put a link. Right, so I've just made a few adjustments to our page. We had a button here, reduced it, I removed it. Right, so we had front size of up to 20, just reduced it. Right, so we proceed here. So for you to put a list, right, so you need to use what is known as the list tag. So there are types of list, three types of list. Let's say there's the unordered list. That's how the tag looks like. Then finally, not finally, we have the ordered list. That's how it looks like. And then finally, we have the definition list. Okay, so the definition list, I'm not going to touch it. I will need you guys to do research on it. That's your homework. So what I'm going to be showing you is the two types of lists that are there. Okay, so we have the page rendering is hello world. So I'll put here say I'll put another paragraph here just to make it interesting. It's okay to mess around with this. You need to mess around with them so that you know how they work. So we say uh, we have a list of things which you want to buy. Right, so we have a list here. Keep in mind that we have two lists on the page. So we have an ordered list opening here and then it closing here. So for the elements of the list, they're denoted by the LI tag. And then this is the closing tag. So whatever you put this will be considered to be an element. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be copying them and pasting. So your page structure should look like this. So I'll put three others. Okay. So maybe I want to get K. I want to get wine. Probably get soft drinks. Just the soda. Right. So we have our first list. Okay, and then for our next list, let's also introduce this with a paragraph here. Then we're going to have a list of names. Okay, so we want our list to be in a logical order. Okay, so this order can be descending order. Wait, I think I copied this. So we have the list here. So it's just the same. So how does the browser know this? The browser knows that this is the unordered list just by looking at the first letter here, the U written and on the name of the tag. So for our guest, we have John Kapwepwe as our first guest, and then we're going to have let's see, we can have Martin. We can have anyone. All right. So this is our list that we've made here. So if we save this and then go back to our page, alright, so if we go back to our page here, let's just open it from here. Sorry, So if you save this, then we open our page here. So open pages here. We have hello world. We have our first paragraph. Then we have our first list, which is not in order. It's not in order because it's denoted by a dot here. It can have you can have the wine on top, you can have the soda on top, anything can come first. But for our guest list, we have something which is in a logical order, chronological an order. So we can say John is the first on the guest list, followed by Lucy, and then Martin. So there's the difference here is actually the numbers here. These are in a certain order, but these are not. Okay, so let's get a few here. Okay, before we do this, let's add the table. Let's add the table here. So as you can, as you've already imagined, the table is then denoted by table tag. So a table is denoted by table tag. Okay, so whatever is in the table goes in between here. So I will give a space here. Then so what's sure this is where the content of the table is supposed to go. So for the table you can have a T head, it's not a mandate though. And then you can have closing, you have a closing tag for the T head. So this is table of numbers. So this can include things like date, whatever or anything. So we can have in this table of us. So let's create a table that is going to show probably just a week and the numbers in that specific week. So a law, we create a law which is denoted by TR. Okay, and then in this law we are going to have TD. I don't know what TD means, but I just know how to use it. Okay, so don't ask me what TD means. You can do research on that. Okay, so this is a table element because if you know what it means, I would appreciate if you can tell me what TD means. I will appreciate you very, very much. So 1 to have 7 so that we can have Monday, we can have Tuesday, Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Wednesday? We have a Thursday, then we have a Friday. Alright, so we have Saturday, then we have Sunday, Owerukaramrungu, Sunday, right? So this is our first law of the table. Okay, so let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, so this is our second law. So whatever I've just copied and pasted on there, you can see here and there everything is resembling. So on Monday it's here. So on Monday maybe we can have 2 days. Tuesday we can have 1. Here we can have 6. Here we can have no guest at all. If you want to include 0, you can include. Okay, here we can have 3 and why do we have 0 on Friday? Man? We should have 10. Friday is a parking day. Then Sunday we have 0. So let's save this. So if we click here and then we refresh, we see our list here. So we have our table row, Okay, so the table doesn't have a border, so it's not easy for you to know how to see the corners of the table. But you can include this if you want. Okay, okay. So I'm going to show you how you can be doing that later in this later. But here, what I'm just want you to understand here is how they relate. This is Monday. Monday is we have two. On Tuesday we have one. On Wednesday we have six. On Thursday we have no. Friday we have 10. Saturday we have 3. Sunday we have 0. So this is a table that we've created. Okay, so if you can do this, you can probably get a good feel of the table. So you can edit this table, put borders and everything. You can put it any way that you like. So, but this is how you insert the table on your HTML page. So this table can have images. The table can have a list inside, or even another table inside. Okay, so what I want you guys to research on, I want you to research on table, the table footer. I would like you guys to research on, the what's that? It's the core span and the row span, core span or row span of the table. Okay, I'm not going to explain it here, but I would like you to do that research on your own. Okay, so let's input our link and learn more from our browser. So how would you input the link? On table we've used the table tag. On the body we've used the body tag. So are we going to use the link tag? No. The link has an A tag. It's special, not so. What do you think? Okay, so this link takes you to wherever you want to go. It can be a page on the same website. It can be an element of the same on the same page, or it can be an external website. Okay, so this is how you put a link. So you say visit Google. Right, so visit Google and then the href here we're going to put in href. So this is something new. It's the first time I've put an attribute. Okay, so I'm going to teach you more on attributes as we progress, but for now I want you guys to just look at this link. Okay, so the attribute here needs to have a certain property. So the property is the direction or the destination of the link. So what's the destination? It can be something like, I don't know if this is the correct protocol they use these days. How is it? Is it HTTPS and www and domain name? Okay, something like this. It should look something like this. It should. Okay, so you visit Google. So this is the protocol here. Hypertext transfer protocol. Safe. Right. So we save this by clicking Control S. So if you want me to do it, I do it like this, and then I come here and then I refresh. So we have our link here. So if you click on this link, it's supposed to direct you to what we had put in our href. So this is what we have in our href. This is the property of our href. Okay, so you need to know the location of the page that you're trying to render, and then you put it here. So that's how you include the link. So HTML is hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Okay, it's hypertext because of the same links. You're able to interact with different pages at a go, because you just click on this and then it takes you to another page. You can click on another image, it brings another image. You click on something and you're playing music. So it's hyper. So that's why it's called HTML. It's different from a diary or a book, because on the book you cannot click on a link and then it takes, because it's hard copy. So this is soft copy, and that's what so interesting about it. Okay, so far those are the elements that we've introduced. So now let's look at how they are working together. So let's inspect the elements. Right click and then click select the inspect. So this is what we have developed so far. We have the head which has the home page here. So it's here. Okay, just because it doesn't show here doesn't mean that it's not important. It's very, very important. The title is what is shown on the browser history of of um of your user. If someone visited your login page and then the title was logout, then it's going to read as logout because you named it logout. Okay, so this is the body. You can see the blue part. This is the body. Okay, then this is the first paragraph. You can see the blue part there, and then there's a space surrounding that. So we're going to cover that. The second paragraph here, then the list that we had created here. So we have the list here, then the elements of the list here. Okay, so we have another paragraph here. So let's close this. So we have a paragraph here, then another ordered list here. So we have table here. So with the table head here. So and then in the table head we said table of numbers. Then this is the table. So if you can go on the keyboard, you can see here I shows you where the table is. So each element of the table. So this is the first row of the table, and then this row of the table got has columns. So this is the first column, second column, third column, and that's how the page is rendered. So you can edit this table the way you like it. But for now, I'm just giving you the basics. Okay, so I'm not putting in the table border because I'm not encouraging, rather, I'm not trying to teach you guys the older versions of HTML because you can achieve that easily if you're using an older version. So I'm trying by all means to stick to the latest version of the HTML, which is the HTML5. So in the next tutorial series, guys, I'm going to be showing you the doc type, the document type, and what it means. Since I've already talked about versions, right? So since I've already mentioned versions, and also I'm going to be showing you guys the elements, the inline elements and the block elements. So be sure to stay glued, stay blessed, protect yourself and your loved ones, wash your hands with soap against let's fight the COVID-19, guys. We're going to get through this together. Thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed day.